You find the breaker box closed, looking almost abandoned. There is still a loneliness about it, though. The impression isn't lessened by the image of Eddie inside at the bar, twirling a cocktail glass in his hand.
Interesting. I thought for sure after yesterday you'd change your mind. But here you are. Again. Really? I find that hard to believe. Accomplished? It's fulfilling, isn't it? Taking something that's falling apart and putting it back together again. No matter how damaged it is, there's always a fix that can hold it together. Sure, accomplished, necessary, not a total damn waste of space. Sounds like we have that in common. Maybe I didn't give you enough credit before. But anyway, we're gonna fix that loose floorboard today. The one you almost died on? Yeah. Let's go.
Eddie remains a semi-patient, semi-competent teacher, and you help as best you can. You notice he does not leave you alone this time. He won't admit it, but you can feel that he is concerned for your safety. There's a tiny bit of warmth peeking through that cold exterior.
Almost done. Hand me the pliers. Whew, it's getting late. I can finish up this set myself. Why don't you go get some rest? Suit yourself.
It's fun to watch Eddie work. There's a real satisfaction in seeing just how dedicated he is, how skilled his hands are. But this time, there are sparks in the current. By the time he's finishing up, he looks exhausted. With a heavy breath, he seals off the final wire and sets the pliers down.
Drink? I'll make it.
With not a wasted movement, Eddie puts together whiskey, egg white, lemon, and sugar into a shaker.
Try this. Whiskey sour. Well? Of course it is. It's easy to do what you've always done. Nothing more than that. You've done a decent job the last couple of days. More than decent, actually. Thanks to you, I'm finally caught up on all the big power drains around here. There's still a few things that need to be done, the day-to-day maintenance, but yeah, you did it. Volt and the club should have everything they need for now. And what about me? You came here to help Volt and you did. So now you can get back to whatever it is you do when you're not invading my space. What? Why would you want to do that? I guess because no one has before. But hey, it's your time. If you want to waste it here, I can't stop you.
Something about Eddie's tone. This is more than the usual tired standoffishness. You notice a small tremor in his hand. He shoves his hand into his pocket and looks away.
Well, at least now you can get back to the crowd and the shows and whatever with Volt. Yeah, Volt always puts on a good show. Who could resist, right? You'll have a good time, I'm sure. I already told you. Big crowds aren't really my thing. I do better on my own. Trust me. I'll only slow you down. Oh, and it would be for the best if you didn't mention any of this to Volt. Especially if you want to keep coming around. Volt can be protective when it comes to this place, to what we do. It's a point of pride for him. If he found out you'd been helping, and that's why the power suddenly stabilized, it would probably hurt him. A lot. So for now, let's just keep it between us, okay? What does that mean? Fine, whatever. Yes, okay? If he knew what was really going on, he'd probably be pretty upset with me, too. I don't want that either. Our relationship is complicated. He was there for me during a really dark time. He took care of me. I owe it to him to do the same. Can you help me do that or not? Thank you.
Eddie's exhaustion doesn't lift as you finish your drinks, but through the silence you feel a companionship flourish, quiet though it may be. As you walk out, you can still see the tired, grateful smile on Eddie's face long after you're gone. A red-haired traveler lifts her goggles to peek at you, revealing freckled cheeks and stunning blue eyes. There's a friendly air about her that makes you want to hear her stories.
Now, why, my love, you look some lost. Where are you longs to? Oh, sorry, sometimes my accent comes out when I get too excited. I was made in Newfoundland, you see. This little rock right...
She bends around and points to one of the patches on her jacket sleeves.
here. Friendliest folk you'll ever meet, but the dialect can be a little much for some. I'll try to speak plain for you. Name's Gaia, by the way. So, where are you from? Oh, that makes sense with that accent I'm hearing on you. It's a right shame, though. See, I got all these countries and rivers and seas on my jacket. It's a collection I've been working on. And I know the names, but I don't really know the places, you know? I mean, heck, I got them all memorized even. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. The works. But without a story behind it, they all feel so far away. You'd think they'd be in arm's reach, considering they're on my sleeves, but it's a brain problem. I just can't pin anything down without context. Without stories, maps are just paper. Dots and lines. The reason I ask where you're from is so I can shape the places in my mind with some kind of meaning. Because right now, it feels a bit like I'm just wearing a big vest of unchecked boxes. Jeez, here I go talking your ear off. Sorry about that. It's just, I'm having trouble putting myself out there, and I'm so interested in being out there. I've tried. I want to talk to the others, but I think I must be too forward or something. I skip on up to them and I ask them about themselves, and they just run away. Oh, you know, I come up to the others so I can ask about them, get to know them, who they are. But before I can get to the point, I always go spouting off about something or other, like telling them factoids I've heard about what I imagine their home to be. And 9 times out of 10, I'm some level of wrong. And the other time I'm right, but it's in an insulting way. One thing leads to another, and they give me this look. And soon enough, they find an excuse to leave. I'm just bad at it, I guess. Sometimes I feel like no matter how hard I push myself, I'm just going in circles. You know what I mean? It's hard, isn't it? I can see why you'd need practice for dating. It's just too easy to mess up. You say one wrong thing and poof, they're gone. It's so frustrating. Sorry, I think I might be Mercator projecting on your situation a little bit. Oh, I just had the best idea. You're running to the Four Winds, meeting with people and speaking to the others, yeah? I'm sure some of those folks come from other places, right? Travelers, you knows what I'm saying. Why don't you ask them what they're about? Get to know them a little better, figures out how they ticks, and come back, we'll have a yarn. Sound good? Speak plain, Gaia, speak plain. Okay, so, you're speaking with objects all over the house. You know how some of us have little labels that say things like made in China or Hecho in Argentina on the bottom? Well, that means those objects are travelers. They come from away. They're from somewhere else. Somewhere on my jacket. Those are the objects I need to talk to. Those are the ones who can fill out my checklist. This map is uncharted, but if you can bring me back stories from those travelers, then I'd be able to write little notes down here and there, and pretty soon I'll be a bona fide travel guide. It's everything I've ever wanted, and you'll get a chance to practice talking more. Are you shy? I can help. People tell me that I never shut up. I can help you learn to never shut up. Doesn't that sound great? Right? I'm sure it'll work out. You scratch my cartouche, I'll scratch yours. What do you say, partner? Exploration buddies? Really? Oh, I appreciate it. Really saves me a lot of humming and hawing. You go out and find some objects from foreign lands. Oh, and let me know if you need any help. It's hard to explain, but I got a pretty good sense of these things. I can't give you an exact name or anything for who to talk to, but I can get you close. It's kind of like a geocache. I can give you an idea of their general location, but if you want to find those travelers, you'll need to hunt them down yourself. I've learned firsthand what others don't take too well if you run up to them and scream, "Where are you from?" Yeah, like that. It was a disaster. Point is, you can't just ask objects about their origins out of the gate. You gotta awaken them first. Don't worry too much about the details. Once you're close with someone, you'll learn more about them automatically. So, what do you say? You want some hints on where to find travelers, or do you feel like searching on your own? All right. Hint. Hint, hint, hint. Let's spin me around and see which object I get a sense for. I know this seems tricky. There are so many folks to talk to, but some of them can only be found through a magnificent quest. Try speaking with Bo. She's great with quests. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Cabinets. The cabinets! It's a vision. Clear as day. Cabinets. You know what that might mean? Maybe. Maybe? Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. You'd think anybody with an accent would be a traveler, but that's not true. Sometimes they're second or third generation and just picked it up from their parents. You don't want to make any kind of blanket statement about anyone. I learned that the hard way. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. As me mother used to say, if you want to broaden your horizons, follow your stomach. If you don't stay well fed, pretty soon you'll be toast. She said it exactly like that. My mom was a weird lady. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Well, most TV comes from the US, but I know you watch anime sometimes. That's from overseas. I don't suppose you got any merchandise, do you? Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Good luck. Don't get lost.